Alright folks, it's Davey here, dragging you once again down Armageddon's runway, proudly a PPFM production, 'cause who else would fund this nonsense? Couple of quick health and safety tips before we kick off. If your idea of fireproof clothing is a bin bag, congratulations, you're tomorrow's barbecue. If you think mirrored sunglasses make you invisible to raiders, they don't. They just make you look like a discount boy band reunion. And if you're still insisting on Crocs for the apocalypse, don't bother running, we'll just paint a target on your back and call it a mercy. Right then, enough of me. Let's hand over to the man who can make wool socks sound like high fashion. Here's Dougie MacPrep.
You're listening to Armageddon's Runway, survival fashion for the end of the world. Practical, tactical, and just a little bit sarcastic.
Welcome back to Apocalypse Runway. I am Dougie MacPrep, your slightly underdressed guide to the end of the world. Tonight's theme, Prepper Chic, Tactical Threads, and why you need them now. Because deep down, every survivor wants to look like the star of their own action movie. Trouble is, most of us just end up looking like extras in a bad soap opera about a warehouse fire. The tactical poser, and yeah, there's always one. Full head-to-toe tactical outfit, body armor plates, mirrored shades, boots polished to a blinding shine, knife so big it could double as a canoe paddle, looks amazing in the mirror. But within half an hour, he's sweating like a pig at a sauna and jangling like a cutlery drawer. By day 2, he's not dark assassin of the wasteland. He's discount Batman with a sweat rash and a sodding big bruise on his thigh. Rule of thumb: if your outfit takes longer to put on than to boil pasta, you're overdressed for the apocalypse. Let's take a look at the fashion victim. Then there's the other extreme. The fashionista, strutting into the apocalypse like it's a Saturday night on the King's Road. Biker boots, leather trousers with neon stripes running down the legs, designer shades trimmed in gold. And this fella, let's call him Tony for a better word, he wanted to join our mag. Turned up in full biker kit, topped off with a bloody Gary Glitter shirt. Because nothing says trust me in a crisis like dressing as a convicted kitty fiddler and shouting, "Do you want to be in my gang?" while the world burns. We didn't need a torch. His wardrobe lit him up like a flare, and it lit us up to every copper, raider, and half-blind looter within 5 miles. Lesson: the apocalypse doesn't need glamour, and if you dress like a nonce in neon, don't be surprised when the mobs want you dead first. Fabrics, Prepper 101. Alright, let's get practical. Clothes aren't just decoration, they're survival. Now there's cotton. Comfortable, aye, but it holds water like gossip. Wet cotton in cold weather equals hypothermia. And nylon dries fast, but one spark near the fire and you're flambe. I saw a bloke lose his sleeves making toast. Wool, champion. Warm even when wet, resists stink, and won't kill you near a fire. You'll look like a shepherd, but shepherds live longer than influencers. And sodding denim. Now, denim looks cool on posters, miserable in practice. Once it's soaked, it's like wearing damp cardboard. Merino wool, pricey, but worth its weight in gold. Keeps you warm, doesn't stink, lasts ages. If your wardrobe can kill you faster than a zombie, it's not prepper chic, it's prepper stupid. Let me tell you about the tactical kilt guy. This lad once swore blind that tactical kilts were the future. Freedom of movement, he said. Looked like Braveheart had joined a paintball team. First trip into brambles and the poor bloke was snagged from thigh to dignity. We spent 20 minutes cutting him loose while he swore vengeance on nature. Lesson: freedom of movement is useless when your arse is stuck in a hedge. Also, there's that prat called the golf shoes guy. Now this fella thought golf shoes were genius. Spikes for traction, he said. Brilliant. Until we hit tarmac. Clattering down the street like a horse in tap shoes. Echoed off every wall. You don't need a map to find him. Just follow the sound of shame. Lesson: shoes designed for grass don't belong in an apocalypse built of concrete. Can't forget Nan's curtain cloak. Mary, bless her. Everyone laughed when she stitched old curtains into a cloak. Looked like a walking sofa. But while we froze, she stayed warm. The thing was waterproof, windproof, and had secret pockets sewn in. Ugly as sin, aye, but she'd live. Sometimes the sofa beats the fashion boutique, I suppose. Anyway, on to seasonal survival chic. Now you can't just have one apocalypse outfit. Seasons still exist, even after the Wi-Fi dies. Summer. Avoid shorts. I don't care how toned your legs are. Nettles and biting insects will feast on you. Light trousers win. Winter. Layers, layers, layers. Cold kills quicker than hunger. A cheap fleece under a raincoat beats any leather jacket nonsense. Rain. Waterproofing is key, but ditch the neon cagoule. You're not directing traffic, you're trying to survive. Dress for the weather you're in, not the photo you want on Facebook. The all-in-all capsule prepper wardrobe. Alright, let's build the doomsday capsule wardrobe. 6 items. Waterproof jacket, dull colors, boring as sin. Mid-layer fleece or wool jumper, keeps the heat in. Durable trousers, avoid fashion rips, the world's ripped enough. Decent boots, broken in, waterproof, not shiny. Wool socks, take more than one pair, they're apocalypse gold. Hat or buff, sun, rain, wind, dust, all solved with one bit of cloth. That's it. Not sexy, not flashy, but it'll keep you alive. And don't forget, maintenance matters. As fashion magazines never tell you this, survival chic is in the upkeep. Wax your jacket, keeps it waterproof. Sew your seams. Duct tape is great, but a needle and thread lasts longer. Clean your socks, trench foot kills. Air your boots, stink is the least of your worries when bacteria set in. I once saw a lad lose 3 toenails because he thought washing socks was optional. Optional until your foot looks like a dead rat left in the rain for a week. Let's take a little look at the hoodie divide. So, there's 2 lads, both wearing hoodies, one plain grey, boring as porridge, the other a flashy branded one with neon trim. Guess which one got stopped by raiders? Hint, it wasn't Mr. Grey. Boring clothes are invisible. Flashy clothes are a walk-in advert. Please mug me. Extra chaos, improvised fashion, fails. Now let's not forget the disasters. A bloke tried bin bags as waterproof trousers, lasted until he sat by the fire, melted to his legs, screamed like a Karen shouting at an advanced UK supporter. A woman wore sequined UGG boots, sparkled like a Christmas tree, soaked up water like sponges. She survived, but her feet smelt like damp cat litter for weeks. Someone thought welding gloves made great combat gloves. Brilliant protection, aye. But try picking up a lighter. It'd be like playing Jenga with oven mitts. So, what have we learned tonight? Prepper chic isn't about looking like Rambo or strutting like a catwalk model. It's about not dying in daft clothes. Tactical kilts get you stuck in hedges. Golf shoes make you sound like a tap-dancing donkey. Sequins make you a target. Sofa cloaks keep you alive. Sometimes. Survival is dull. It's wool jumpers, boring jackets, and socks that don't smell like death. But boring is beautiful. Because boring gets you through another day. So people, till our next exciting show, Slangavar.
That concludes this transmission of Armageddon's Runway. May your socks stay dry, your boots stay strong, and your neighbors stay distracted.
It's Davey here again. Thank you for listening to Apocalypse Runway, a PPFM production and brought to you by Taylor Audiobooks. We hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, you know the score. Click like, share and subscribe. It really helps us out. Thanks again.